So yeah, I was supposed to do this video from a long time ago. I'm in the wrong place clearly because he's interfering in the video. But welcome to today's broken review. If you can hear it, hold on, let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, so as you can tell, I'm reviewing Charles Hamilton's old mixtape that came out earlier last year. No, it's actually even before that. It's 2008. He dropped the L Word mixtape, and it's a. The reason why I don't even want to talk about it is that recently I was lurking on a forum and they asked what are the best mixtapes that we've ever heard. There's three that come to mind. Wale's mixtape About Nothing. Lupe's probably career-defining Revenge of the Nerds, and then without a doubt, this is a mixtape that I talk about, and I talk about Charles Hamilton on a regular basis, the L Word. So in case you can't get an idea of the L Word, he basically talks about women throughout the entire tape. And the question is, what is the L Word? That's the idea that he kind of brings up the entire tape. Is he talking about lust? Is he talking about love? Is he just talking about ladies? It's a very interesting idea that he goes through the entire mixtape. The very first song, which you can hear now, Ring Around the Rosie, it was just more of a player lust crutch type approach. But it easily switches. But he introduces it this way, and that's a little bit hostile. It's like, why are we? I expected more of a love type sounding approach, and then he introduces it in this manner, which is all like his whole Brooklyn swag, whatever you want. Not Brooklyn, sorry, his Harlem swag. Blame Cameron for that. But anyway, so he does that production, but he introduces it that way with his braggadocio type sound. And I was a little bit disappointed when I first heard it. I was like, alright, where's this tape gonna go? But let you listen to this, and you can see a little bit more where he went with it.
I suck at flirting. I'm worse than monogamy. Can't seem to stick with just one person. What is her? Far from worse.
But you see, the perspective now goes from this whole braggadocio thing where he starts talking about women on a more authentic feel. It's not that Charles changes his perspective to be, oh, now he's going to be real. It's that Charles' honesty on the track, and he talks about the different perspectives and relationships he's having with women as he's grown. So this one is a more intimate approach, talking more one-on-one. And it's very soft-spoken, very unlike Charles. Usually the arguments that we have against Charles is that he's too loud and he can't. It was very weird to hear this type of approach from him, where he's a lot more laid back, and he has that laid back floor a lot, but he's not bragging about anything. It's just sincere honesty, and that's the type of track that demonstrates what there is to appreciate about Charles Hamilton. I mean, the sample.
My dreams are what I chase. I believe in what I make. I love what I do.
That is almost immaculate, and it works well with his type of lyrics and how he demonstrates himself on this track. So he demonstrates. So it changes from, okay, is he just going to be talking about lust and that type of thing? No, he's really talking about ladies. And it varies throughout the tape, the type of varieties that he talks about his relationship with women, and that's what really makes this a standout tape. So he has this intimate discussion with just someone that he cares about, and then he does this, which kills me every time.
DJ Ski exclusive.
I'm young like Steve, worth more than a quarter, but I'm back to being me, which is more than a whole. But
I mean, there's a certain issue where when you do samples like these, the popular samples, you can screw up so easily and make a song just sound cheesy. But the song's novelty is not in the sample. The song's strength is in how well the sample complements the subject matter. So the song is called Theories of Wine, and he talks about his relationship with an older woman and the idea of dating older women and the age factor that goes into a relationship. And it's a very interesting discussion that is often not. It's a lot harder to understand that perspective, and I think it's a very good supplement to the tape. I mean, and to hear how he did that chorus, and listen to this. And that's one of the big themes of this tape, is that what helps build this whole authenticity discussion perspective that we have going on here is that you have Charles sampling voice messages, unreal voice messages from the women in his life, and that what makes this tape so interesting is that you have these, you know that everything is really inspired from what he experienced in real life, and that's why it makes the tape so strong. It's really a discussion of love and the relationship with different women. And in fact, my favorite Charles Hamilton track is on this tape, so I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of that. But that's what really makes it strong song. It's a short, cohesive 10 songs, and there's no filler track. I want you to understand the perspective of trying to discuss every single thing, any different kind of perspective he can with women, love, luck, lust, all of that is really covered here well. And that's why this tape, I think, is a strong thing. This would have been a beautiful album, and it's a lot better than actual soul-geared albums dedicated towards females, because this is more of an honest, earnest look. He lets his, as he said a while ago, if he's wrong, he's right there at it. All his imperfections, perfections are all well demonstrated in this track, and that's what makes why it's a lot of people have become Charles Hamilton's fans, because he doesn't guard any of his words, and that's why when you listen to his music, you really get an insight to his life. And this is probably the last song that you guys get a preview of.
Just let me confess and get this infestation and rest on my chest. Oh, I wake up stressed, hard to accept from the mess and the broken heart that I collect, that I'm blessed. So I rest in the nest.
I mean, that entire opening verse is near perfect. 2 verses, no wasted lines, amazing sample, soothing, and those drums when they come in, that's euphoric, and that's what makes us. That's why it is. This entire tape is a euphoric experience. Ironically, it talks. Well, that's how it is when it comes to women, and that's what I really enjoyed about this tape. Honestly, I know this is going back and just going cheap with the cheap. I could go listen to whatever there is now to listen to, but this is an A+ project, and that's why it's worth highlighting. I know I didn't go deeply into lyrics or whatever. It's a very particular mood and sound. You'll be sorry for, I'm sorry more, because love's never having to say you're sorry and I love you. I have no more words to say. You see, he doesn't fit in any excess bars. It's really demonstrated from the heart. And honestly, if I could accomplish what he accomplished here of talking about women relationships in life, I would be in college. So again, A+ project from Charles Hamilton. This is the L word. I know I was wondering how come it took me so long. So there's that. This is going to go up on the blog, polymathos.blogspot.com, which is also just known as TheWolvesDen. So peace, love, unity. I'm chilling at the station. Hope you guys enjoyed the project. Listen to a little bit as we outro.
The women go smarter, no problem. Simone, I trust you enough. You just leave it alone. As far as what's the legs, I like to get in the bed. I wanna try, I wanna know what's going on in their head.
Daddy got an eye to it,
Really vibe popular, business hot proper, but didn't all robber. Yeah, looked at as a quantity viper. White man slut a scene when black men spot her. It's swag because she's still bad. If you strive to look like that, feel that. If that's real bad, then be yourself, my dear. You distinguish from self, my dear. I guess a cat told me that. I'm back to that stage. Your life was as simple as the cat in the hat. Take 2.